would die 4 years before his birth date? I mean, have you ever heard of somebody, his father died 4 years ago and he is born 4 years after? Guess what? I think the mother of Muhammad, she put the sperm of her husband in the freezer at that time. Yes, yes, brother, there was a freezer at that time. And especially Muhammad, he used to live in Alaska. So you are angry, but you cannot prove me liar. You call me names, no problem. I'm not going to call you names. You might be, you know, I used to be like a, you know, in early age, I used to be a very bad boy. So I don't know. You might be my son. I don't know. Do you know the Muslim who go to his father? He keeps saying, "I want to marry this girl. I want to marry this girl." And then his father, he says, "No, no, no, you cannot marry her." And then the guy, he said to him, "How come I cannot marry this girl?" He said, "She's your sister. When I was in your age, I was going around." So he kept bringing women to marry them. And the father, he says to him, "You cannot marry this girl. You cannot marry this girl. You cannot marry this girl. You cannot marry that girl." Well, the whole town. And the kid, he could not find a girl to marry because all of them, they turned to be his sisters. And then the mother, she came to the son in his bedroom. She said, "Son, what's the problem? Why you growing your beard? You don't go out." He said, "Mom, if I tell you the truth, you will get hurt." She said, "Tell me the truth." She said, "My father, each time I ask him to marry a girl, he said to me, 'You cannot marry her. She is your sister.' How I can live?" The mother, she said, "Son, go and marry whoever you wish. Who told you that he is your father?" So for giving Rohan, I bet you are the same as Muhammad. You do not know who is your father. The only way to know is to ask your mom. Do we have any brave Muslim who is not here to come in to insult and call names? Remember carefully, you try to insult my mother, I will whip the floor with your face. I did read it wrong? Okay, maybe I will apologize. I said, he did not say bastard. Oh, busted, sorry, busted. Okay, sorry. Okay. I got it wrong. You are right. I wasn't looking. Yeah, the chat was, I took the screenshot, I put it there, I wasn't looking. Yeah, busted, okay. I apologize. But I mean, how you can get me busted? You call me and bust me. I mean, those people, they call me liar, they got me busted, but they don't dare to call me. Do we have any brave Muslim? You know, I see somebody is trying to answer a Muslim about 1 + 1 + 1. Who is the word in the word who told you that the Christian believe in 1 + 1 + 1 + 1? Where do you get this from? And the Christian who tried to answer this by using the same logic, where do you get this answer from? Hey Christian, do we Christian believe in 1 + 1 + 1? Do we have such a thing in our belief? We don't. Which one is the plus who? Is that a mathematics? We are talking about God. So don't be silly like the Muhammadan. We don't have 1 + 1 + 1. We don't. We don't have 1x1 x1. We don't. You as a human being, you have a flesh, you have a soul, so we have a soul. Are you 1 + 1? Are you 2? Isn't it your soul is you, and your body is you, and your mind is you? So which one is +1 + 1? If a human being, he is multi-person, not one person. He is multi-person, every single human being. When according to the Quran, Allah created Adam, what he did? He created mud. So now we have mud. We have a person of mud. And then he breathed into him. What happened to the mud? Now this mud became a living being. Why? Because he have a soul. So now what we have? We have the mud and we have the soul, but still one person. If a human being can be 2 and 1 in the same time, how about God? If it's possible for a human being, is it impossible for God? Do we have any brave Muslim here? Do you know he dare to call us? Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Do we have any Muslim there to call us? Somebody saying that Rohan, he don't have balls. My friend, don't talk about his balls. He do have balls. But who said that balls mean he have a brain? Have you ever heard of a cow? A male cow don't have balls. Did you see how big the balls of the donkey? But still he have no brain. So Rohan, he have balls. He do. But donkeys do too. Do we have any Muslim? Human can be too? Okay, hold on. Free Abdul Rahman saying, can a human be too? What if I show you from the Quran that a human is a tree? Not two. Do you dare? Who dare to call me and I will show you from the Quran that a human being is one and three in the same time? Who accept the challenge? Look at them. You guys, you say they have no balls. They don't have a brain. The reason they don't dare to call, not because they do not have balls. They have balls. They have metaballs. They have all kind of balls. But they have zero brain. I went in eBay and I look at the Muslim brain. I found it's the most expensive one. Christian brain is not, you can buy it even for $10. A Jewish brain is like for $7. A Muslim brain is 10 million, 20 million. I said, why? They said they've never been used. Brand new. What are you talking about? They never use their brain. You tell me how in the world anyone, he have a brain and he use it, he will believe that there's a God will make his penis endless. Where in heaven? Imagine you have your neighbor, you are living now in peace. And now you are in heaven and your penis going around the bushes, to the garden of the neighbors, to the bedroom of the neighbors. You have no idea where your penis keep going. And where's your wife is next to you? And the wife, she say, honey, when are you going to have sex? He said, I don't know. I don't know where's my penis now. Can you order him to make a U-turn? So if those people have a brain, they will not believe in this religion, if we can call it a religion. Do we have any brave Abdul? Look at this guy, he is putting a finger. The only religion who give finger to their God is the Muslims. I wonder, like, when he took the picture, like, okay, what is in the roof? Like, what is exactly, what is that? They will say to you, we are saying that Allah is one. Like, do you need to use a finger to say Allah is one? And why this finger? Isn't it the same one you put in your nose? There's one booger in your nose. And you know, when the Muslim, they say we worship one God. Well, Shaitan, according to Islam, Iblis is one Iblis. One, there's one Iblis. So, are you saying that worshiping one is the correct way? There's only one Iblis, look. Only one. According to Muslim Iblis, and by the way, Muslims, where the word Iblis coming from? Go check it out in the internet and you will see how your God is funny. How the word Iblis is in the Quran. The funny, this Quran claim that this is a book coming from Allah. Go check where is the word Iblis coming from. What is the source of it? You will die laughing. And then, if there is one person you worship, if you worship one person, that means you are a monotheist. Here we go, Iblis. When they ask the companions about how Shaitan he have a children, because the Quran says ذُرِّيَّتَهُ, which means Shaitan he have a children. So they ask Ibn Abbas and they ask other scholars, and the cousin of Muhammad, you know, they said how Iblis he have a children? Do we have a wife? I mean, this Quran is really silly. Supposedly there's only a Shaitan, one Iblis. This is what the Quran is saying. Allah, he kicked only one person from the Jinn. His name is Iblis. Only one. He sent him down to earth. So how this guy Iblis, he got the children's. The Muslim, they come with a solution. They say Allah, he created for Iblis a penis in his right thigh and a vagina in the left thigh. And then Allah, he made Iblis shake his legs and he enter this into that and he do nikah, he F himself. And then at the end of every day, he lay down 70 eggs. It turned to be that shaitan is a chicken. Hey Muslims, how shaitan got children's? Any Muslim? Who want to explain to us how shaitan got children's? If you try to answer it, in 2 seconds you will see how laughable this religion is. You open the interpretation, you will find that shaitan, you have a penis and you have a vagina and he F himself. By the way, that means shaitan is God, according to Muslims, because he is self-sufficient. He do not need a female. He is better than Allah. Allah in the Quran says, how Allah can have a son if you don't have a girlfriend? So Allah is saying that he cannot have a son unless he have a girlfriend. Look at shaitan. Shaitan, he do not need a girlfriend. He F himself. Allah, he cannot do that. I feel sorry for Allah. Chapter 6, verse 101. I like it, by the way. 101. Look at this. Even the number is perfect. The originator of the heaven and the earth, how can he have a child when he don't have a consort, a girlfriend? Look at this. You see, the Muslim, they say if this is a book made by other than Allah, according to the Quran, you will find contradiction. But this is the contradiction. How Mary, who her God made her have a son, yet she don't have a boyfriend? Look at this Abdul. He is saying, I claim so much of da'if hadith. Another problem in Islam. Muslim, when they say to you, we have a problem, we have da'if hadith, they are saying to you, Islam is not trustworthy. They are saying to you that we Muslims, we have tons of stories fabricated, and we Muslim, you publish it, we print it, we teach it in school. Until a Christian prince read it. The second Christian prince, he read it, we say it is da'if. What da'if mean? Weak. You, my friend, thank you very much for confirming that Islam is da'if. Islam is weak. And you are weak too. That's why you don't dare to call me. And your sheikh is weak. And not only that, your prophet is weak, and I can show you the hadith that he said, I was the most weak person between all mankind in effing, and then I invoke my God and he sent me a dish of al-kufayt, I ate it and I get the power of 40 men in effing. You Muslim claim power you don't have. Do you have the power of 40 men in effing? If you say yes, prove it. How? How Muhammad, he proved that he have the power of 40 men in effing? Did they have a championship in Mecca? They gather the men and they start effing women in public? How he was able to count his power to 40 men? And what kind of religion they are proud about the penis of their prophet? Is Iblis an angel? No, according to Muslims, he is a genie. You see, Muslims, they stole stories from the Bible, but Muhammad is an idiot. He missed, as usual, he messed it up. So according to the Quran, Shaitan is a genie. Some Christian, they think, because of their ignorance, they think that when the Muslim, they say genie, they mean spirit or demon. Genie is not a demon. Genie is not a demon. Genie is a creature. He can be invisible and he can show himself if he want. He is so small to the point he piss in your nose. Sorry, he piss in your nose, yeah, and he sleep in your mouth. Sometimes sleep in your nose, sleep in your ears, piss in your ears. Depends on the story of Muhammad. Actually, here we have in the intro, if you watch it, you will see that Shaitan, he sleep in your nose and he piss in your ears. Do we have any brave Muslim would like to call us? Do you see how brave this religion is? And when one of them, he tried to refute me, he says, Christian Prince, it doesn't say that, CP. First of all, this hadith reported by Shish Kebab. Shish Kebab, he said to Hummus. Hummus, he said to Kaka. Kaka, he said to Dudu. Dudu said to Umar. Abdullah ibn Umar, everybody knows that he is a barbecue liar. So this hadith is fabricated. Like, what the heck? I mean, after 1400 years, you discover now a guy you never met that he is a liar? And if he's a liar, why you write what he say? Go watch the video of the guy from where? I forgot. From Afghanistan. Do you guys remember the story? This guy, he called me, he said, you are a liar and this is not true. I asked many people, there's no such a hadith. And then he said to me, okay, if you show it to me, I will leave Islam. I did. He did not know Arabic. He said, oh, well, I don't know, this is maybe you're lying. So he took the reference, he came back, and he denounced Islam. What about a Muslim? He called me right now, and let us see if a Christian Prince is saying the truth or not. Anyone? Any Abdul? And you know, the funny is that when you show the Muslim the reference, they say this is fabricated story. Okay, if it's fabricated, who fabricated the story? That's mean you are a Muslim who fabricated stories. It is you, if it's fabricated. Do we have any Muhammadan? Anyone? Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Hmm? This is how strong Islam is. In theory, Islam is a religion. In theory. In reality, Islam is a joke. Was the Qurayshi calling Muhammad like a date palm tree? Yeah, because they do not know who is his father. This is why they call him like this. Palm tree, you know, they grow by themselves. You do not know who is the father of his tree. Suddenly, a palm tree is growing, you know. You do not know the seed is coming from where. This is what it's mean that he was like a palm tree. Forgive me, Rahman, you're just calling me names, and I did not block you, so I'm going to block you now, because obviously you have nothing except calling me names. Take a hike. Why you don't make a black magic for me, like what happened to your prophet? Somebody takes some hair from his ass, and then your prophet became bewitched. Give me your address, I will give you some hair. Not from my ass. I will give it to you from different location, from my nose. How in the world you Muslim believe that somebody, he can control somebody by some hair? Voodoo? Voodoo, 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 Scooby-Doo? Why you Muslim don't control all those presidents around the world? Make them convert to Islam. Just take some hair from the barber shop. Go and find where this guy Biden, he take, you know, he cut his hair. Do magic, like, you know, shish kebab, hummus, shiku shuku, kuku kuku, and then that's the guy, he will say, become a Muslim second day. And not only that, you can control him to hit the bomb for nukes, and he attacked the Christians. Use your skills. Have you ever heard of a religion that the God of this religion, he sent 2 angels to open Harut or black magic school? This is your religion. And the funny, they say to you, a liar. There's nowhere it says that, liar. It's in the Quran. It's da'if. The Quran is da'if. The story is fabricated. The Quran is fabricated. And all of us, we knew that those names are Armenian names. If you go and search, you will find that Harut and Marut, they are names exist in the Armenian legions. So Muhammad's stupidity went all the way to Armenia. Harut and Marut, are you sure? What happened to this God? And then Harut and Marut, when they come down to earth, what happened to them? They met with the woman, her name is Zahra, which means Venus. Venus. Venus, the story of Venus is in Islam as the following. That when Allah, he sent Harut and Marut, they challenged Allah. They said, well, Adam, he will do mischievement. Allah, he said to them, if I give you the same temptation I give to Adam, you will do the same. They said, no. He said, okay, go choose the best of you. So they choose Harut and Marut. The best of the angels are Harut and Marut, not even Jibreel. When Allah, he sent them down to earth, a woman, her name is Venus, she came to them. She have a nice bikini. They could not resist. All of them, they want to have sex with her immediately. So she started asking them to do things like worshiping other God, drinking wine, killing a boy, etc. And then she said to them at the end, I will not let you sleep with me unless you tell me the password to go to heaven. And then, brother, they gave her the password, brother. Allah, he have a radar in the sky. The second he saw Venus coming to the sky through the, you know, because she got the password now, Allah, he cursed her and he make her a star. Now, I challenge the Muslim to say I'm lying. And this is not a story exists in your books. Mubahala in Islam, somebody is asking what Mubahala in Islam. Mubahala is cursing party. 2 idiots, because Muhammad, he could not refute the Christians. So they came first date for him. They said, let us debate. Muhammad did not respond. Man, we came all the way from Ethiopia. Let us debate. Those are monks. He did not respond. Look, Muhammad, we came all the way here to talk to you. He could not, because you know he's not no match. So then what he said, let us invoke curse on the one is lying. Invite your children, I invite my children. Invite your wives, I invite my wives. And let us ask Allah to curse the one is lying. Have you ever heard of a debate like this? Because you have no answer. Cursing party. Until now, we did not have one single Muslim there to call us. As you see, Zakir Nakir, he keep looking. He says, just one. Please, one. What Muslim call him? You see, even Zakir Nakir, he's putting his finger like one. Please, can we get one Muslim, just one man, for the sake of the shin of Allah? Have you ever heard of a God? The Muslim, they say Allah is not a man. And then we find that Allah have a shin, Allah have 5 fingers, He have a foot, He have an ass, He have a face, He have 2 ears, and He have 2 hands in the right side. Actually, I find it very funny when Muhammad he said that Allah have 2 hands in the right side. Anyone knows why? And by the way, in different hadith he says Allah have left hand too. But what you expect, Muhammad he says stupid things. Why Muhammad he says Allah have two right hands? Because right present right, left present wrong, correct? So Muhammad here is being extreme about his God, describing his God as a defect of birth. But look what happened. As long Allah he have two right hands, then still he have left. You did not get off the left. You see, if having left, that's mean Allah is bad. The second you say he have right, that mean he have left. Guys, are you following with me? If I say to you, the right side, okay, Allah he have two hands, two mirrors in the right side of the car. Okay, that's mean there is a right side and there's a left side. So what we did nothing, still Allah have a left side of him. So if the right side is the one present that Allah is good, and Allah should not have left, but Allah have left, because you just said the right, both his hands are right. And you know, it would be funny if I walk with Allah, like, you know, like we going down the street, me and him, like eating some, you know, potato chips, and I spank Allah from the left side. I will walk in the left side. You cannot hit back. He don't have his hands both and they're in the right side. God who have hands in the right side. Why? What happened? Does Allah have mouth? Sure, Allah have a mouth. Absolutely. You know, when David Wood, he said to Mimi Hijab, your Allah have a body part. Mimi Hijab, he answered the question saying, who said so? And because David Wood, as usual, you don't know how to debate, that your prophet says so, the Quran says so. Let us read together. Let the question go. You know, who said so? It's over. People love, and it's over. Who said so? Well, your God, your prophet said so. Your Quran says so. Do we have any brave Muslim? Look, I see some text in the other side. Don't use bad language, my friend. Don't force me to block you. This guy, he is not a Muslim, maybe. He's an atheist. Yeah, he's saying Bible and Quran both are based on incest. Who did children of Adam and Eve marry? I mean, look who is talking about incest. An atheist.